Shieldhouse on the sideline. O'Toole is on. And he is looking deep for Jenkins. At the 10, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with the pick.
After an impressive first half of the season scoring the ball, it's been back-to-back games. The Illini have scored 0 points in the first, second, and third quarters. That's a total of 19 drives that started in the first 3 quarters. 14 punts, 3 giveaways, 1 turnover on downs, 1 end of the half. And so, before heading off to the road game, we head to Champaign to get more on this from a guy highly involved. Offensive coordinator of the Illini, Paul Petrino, good enough to join us now. Paul, it's been a tough go the last 2 games in scoring in the first 3 quarters for the Illini. How come?
Well, you know, it's just been kind of a guy here and a guy there not getting their assignments done, and something that we just went back to practice this week and worked hard and tried to get back being tough, and I got to run the football better. And it's not just, you know, it's not just one group. It's not just the offensive line or the quarterback or the running backs. It's kind of a group here and a group there making mistakes, and that's just something we got to get corrected this week.
What is it in practice that you've done to try to fix that?
You know, I think you just keep grinding. You just go to work every day and you keep working harder and try to improve each day. And I think we came up with a good plan this week. And, you know, we just got to go out there at Penn State and run the football real well and be tough and just everybody do their assignment right, one play at a time, every play of the game.
How much of a concern is the number of sacks for Nathan Shieldhouse continuing to rise throughout the season?
You know, that's always a concern. You know, that's something that you don't ever want to end up behind the chains, and that's why we got to make sure that we have positive plays and don't give up sacks. And sometimes, you know, it's maybe he's got to get rid of the ball a little bit sooner. Sometimes it's maybe a guard or tackle getting beat, and that's just something we got to continue to get better at.
Something that'll help the offense is Darius Malines. What's the latest on him and his ability to play for Illinois?
You know, Darius he was able to practice this week, and so I think he can go out there and help us make some plays this week, so it's good to have him back.
For this week, what's going to be the plan of attack to try to score on this Penn State defense that's been pretty good this year?
Yeah, you know, they're real good up front, so they do a good job up front, so you got to stay in front of the chains. You don't want to end up in long yardage situations or they're going to sack you. So we got to make sure we're real good on first and second down and get to third and mediums and third and shorts and then just do a good job of grinding out a win. You know, it's going to be in order to score on them, you're going to have to go 10, 13 play drives and just be patient and keep getting 3 and 4 and 5 yard gains and kind of, you know, go down the field that way. That's the way that we feel like we got to go score on them.
And part of the way you do that is by having an effective running game. And we're hearing that Jason Ford will be used more than we've seen in recent weeks. Is that true?
Yeah, you know, he played the best he's played last week, especially in the second half. And so it'll probably be a week where he's got to have a bunch of carries and just be tough and make sure he's banging up in there and falling forward and getting us 3 and 4 and 5 yards a game.
You know, one of the unique things that the Nittany Lions bring to the table on defense is the turnovers that they're forcing. They've been fantastic on that this year. How do you spend this week to try to get your players to not give up the ball during the game Saturday?
Well, I think that's just execution. You know, you got to do a good job of taking care of the football, a good ball security when you're running with it. Nathan understanding the coverage and just taking what they give you and don't force things. And wherever they give you the easy completion, that's where you want to throw the ball.
Paul Petrino, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck this weekend.
All right, thank you.